So here is the Buggy, and let's see what is inside of it. And yeah, you can see there is the wing mount and the gearbox cover, and also the rear stiffener. And here is the screws, all of the screws here, and also the balls and everything. So here you can see that we have this new stiffener for the chassis brace, and it will go on top of this. So we need to drill some holes here, and then we can install it. And also here we have the nice titanium turnbuckles for the links. Then we need to check the screws for this build. So now we can start by putting the wing mount on the car, and this we will go and put it to the higher position. So it will be these holes here, because you can also put it super low, but I would prefer to try it at least at the higher position. If I'm running the Kit Mayako wing, I always run it in the high position. That's where I prefer it. And here, even though we have the titanium screw kit, we will use the normal steel ones, because one wise old man said to me, "Do you want your wing falling off during your run?" And then I said no, and he said, "So don't use titanium screws in your wing mount." So now I never use them. And you all know who's this one wise old man. And on this side you can use this the 2.5 mil hex screws. These are better for here, so you can they have more area to hold on the plastic of the wing mount. So now we can tighten this up, but don't tighten too much, because otherwise you can press down the plastic or expand it from inside, so that you obviously don't want, because you can break the wing stand much easier with that, with tightening the screws too much, and that you don't want. Now we have the wing mount attached with the normal screws, and also the wing buttons we will put with the normal screws, because of the same thing. You don't want your wing fell off. Actually, once my at the Finnish Nationals, my wing screwed open actually, or fell off, and that wasn't so nice. It's quite sketchy to run the car without the wing properly on, so obviously that's something you really don't want to do. Now the wing buttons are also on, so we can put this body stand here and put the screw in. And we can put it in like that. And actually here we have a small piece of plastic which is pretty sharp. We don't want that, so we can take the knife out and smoothen it off like so it doesn't stab your hand. So yeah, we will put the tower in the center position. So we put these two screws in. Now the tower is in the place, so we can take the diff, and with the diff you can see the difference. We'll have plus 2.5 out drives in rear because the C and D block are wider, so we need to use this, otherwise the drive shaft can pop out, so that obviously we don't want to happen. So we need to use these 2.5 out drives to have it better. And we put it here, and again we put the crease after, so when we are going to put these onto the chassis, then we will put the grease. Yeah, we take the screws and screw these in. Now that's in, so we can start to make our links. These you can start again with the body reamer and open these up a bit so they can go in more easily, like so, and also from here again and again this one. That's now perfect, and we can screw these links in. And what we wanted was to have this groove on to link to the left side of the car. So actually it was with the normal car, it was a bit different. You wanted the groove to the right side of the car. So now we want this groove to the left side of the car. So you will have the correct way of the turnbuckle. But of course it depends how you want it. I want it this way, but you can also run it the different way if you like to have it that way. But at least they have to be the same way. Otherwise I will be mad if I'm checking out your car and the turnbuckles are different way. So pay attention for that. It will also make it easier to work on it when you know they are going the same way. Like for example, in a touring car we have 8 turnbuckles on the upper links. Each side has 2. So on that case, if every other one is turning the other way and every other is turning the other way, it's impossible to make your camber and caster. So pay attention to this, that they are the same way, so you will be living happy life when you are doing your cars. And again we will put these balls in like this, and then the outside will have this smaller, or no, not this longer ball, but same both sides. And we check that they are free. This one is stucking a bit, so we can press it down a bit, so now it's completely free, and then we'll do another one. And now both of the links are ready, so we can put them into the car. And here again we use some thread lock, so we don't lose our nice titanium screws and titanium links. Or in the worst case scenario, you can lose the screw and then the link can hit something and bend, and that's obviously you don't want to happen, because the links are not cheap, so you don't want to lose your nice shiny titanium links. that's on perfectly, and then the other one. And now the stands for the roll bar are on, so we can put the roll bar in, and we start with the bearings to the rear box, and then the bearings are on, so we can slide this. Actually, you need to have the other bearing out before you put this in, because this corner is too tight that you can run the bearings through. Then we can put these bushings on, slide them from here, then we put the grub screws to hold them in place, and again you need to check that the roll bar is in the middle, so it's working equally for both sides. And yeah, that's the key thing, that you can get your car working perfectly, that the roll bar is set perfectly. Now you can see it's smooth and in the middle, so that's obviously what we want. And yeah, this you need to tighten well, so you can, so there won't be any problems this coming out or something. What I usually like to do with this, I will take one bushing and Dremel the piece out which is going into the bearing, so it will be only this outer part of this bushing, and put another one here. So I have two more of these here, so it will be 4 bushings overall, and that will secure the roll bar even better, so you won't have any problem with them coming loose. So what I recommend for you is that you buy one set of these bushings and Dremel the piece out which is going into the bearing, and then put another one here and here, so then it will be perfect and you won't have any problems that the roll bar is coming loose. And here we can put the grub screws in, and also here you need to tighten them a bit, and here you need to check that a bit of the roll bar is coming out. Here now there is like 2 mil coming out, that's a perfect amount. And also the same for the other side, so it's working evenly like so. Perfect. And now we need to Dremel this, and actually here will be the perfect time to use the titanium screws, which would have gone to the arm stiffeners, but now we can use them here on the stiffener of the chassis brace. So we need 5 screws in total. Now we need something to mark the holes, where to put them or where to start to do the holes. So we want to put this like this on top, so I will take this hobby knife and do small hole or something there, that you know that you can start the dremeling from there. So now I need to get the Dremel, and now we'll take this 1.5 mil drill bit and drill hole to this mark. That's done, and this hole don't do all the way through, so it will be nice and sturdy without doing the hole all the way through. And then we take the screwdriver and screw it in like this. It should go in quite easily, so that's what we want basically. Now it's tightened, so we can now do the rest of the holes like so, and now we can put the screws in. Ooh. So now this chassis brace is done, and it's stiffened up with this carbon piece, and it actually looks super nice with the titanium screws all the way. And yeah, in my opinion it looks fast, I would say. Then we just take this long screw, and also here I wouldn't use a titanium screws because it can bend quite easily, so we use this normal screw, which is a bit better, I would say, than the titanium here. Now this one is in, so this back is ready.